with all due respect, there were many poor performances across the team. Tactics and personnel wasn't good enough. I think man are being harsh, you know. I mean, I'm gonna watch the game again, but yeah, man. Why wouldn't Arteta believe we'd be here in August? What's that say about his vision? Is that why we're playing Eddie Nketiah? His plan is to win the league in 2026. I mean, be real. Arteta's no idiot. We're no idiot. We would not expect it to be in this thing. Come on now. Come on now. I don't think you can kill Arteta for that. Come on now. That's like, it is what it is. Right, LP, don't let me get you fired from your job. Spurs fans, allow it, bro. You lot are ashamed for a team that got sourced against AC Milan and Leicester. Stop it. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, whatever team I've missed out, teams that have done drillings, you can draw us out, but stop, man. Big up Rants. I don't think he's gonna shag you though, my guy. Don't know if he's. I don't think Rants doing things that way, all inclusive and that. Absolutely crazy, man. Understand Band's got to fly, but come on, man. I mean, let's be real. Arteta's clearly not telling them that. Come on, boy, people. Are we good? If we're gonna do this football talk, let's talk with this football thing. Don't do this emotional BS, please. Deluded. I applaud you. I don't know how you handle our overly emotional fans. The team is still young and immature, and it showed tonight. The season isn't over. Take the loss and move on. Football's an emotional game, man. I'm not. I'm victim to it as well. But boy, on par with the best team in the country without Partey, Jesus, and White, we've come a long way. We have come a long way, but team players are always going to be missing. I hear you. Your point's right, but your teams are always going to get injuries. It's nothing. It's not a luxury to us, and I won't include White because White did well. But you've been crap in the last few games. Let me be real. And there's been people could chat their crap about Tomiyasu, but let's not act like he's not had good games. Let's not act like he didn't shut up Mo Salah. And again, we can't look at the past. My point is a good 1 or 2 games don't make or define you. We shot ourselves in the foot today. We showed immaturity, even when clearly City are peeing us off and they're doing the ref thing and whatnot. As you could hear, again, the good thing is you can go over this watch along, cut up clip on YouTube probably. So we can say we're on par, but bro, we've been here before. That used to be us. Well, we've only beaten Liverpool once, but that's what man used to say against Liverpool. You know, the game we won recently against Liverpool and the one at the Emirates where I think Jota scored at the death. Well, we went toe to toe. And I agree with you. But if you're going to finish in a Champions League spot or challenge for the league, that has to correlate to actually getting 3 points on the board and reaction. We haven't reacted against City, against Brentford, or against Everton. I think there's a lot of positives. But the one thing I said prior to this game, in the build-up of this watch along, was that I wanted to see us fight. I saw that. I didn't want individual mistakes. I didn't see that, and I wanted moments of brilliance. Which, on one hand, if City were to win, they did that. But it is what it is. You sign up for these things. Yeah, if we had Partey, if we had Jesus, if this guy's there, if that guy's there, that's great. But this is why you need depth. End of the day, them guys are not there. And I mean, now they're just going to be hella fool guys. Everton and Brentford results, so you don't find yourselves here holding on to leads against Southampton. Taking the warning signs when Man United are counter-attacking before Antony has scored. These same things have been there in games we've won. Fulham, Aston Villa, West Ham, Leeds United, Wolves away, Brighton. Go and watch these games. And even that, bro, what chance? Like, yeah, all right, cool. Xhaka in the final third needs to do a lot better. Eddie, couple half chances. But we didn't. What did Edison have to do, really? Yeah, he tried to do Saka, and Saka went the way he pointed to. But what did he do? We had one shot on target. Is that just on Eddie Nketiah, or is that the whole team not being clinical? We know football's a funny old game. How many times have I sat here and said, and it's nothing groundbreaking or nothing I said, football's played in the midfield and it's won or lost in either box. There's nothing groundbreaking, and that's exactly what happened. It's played in the midfield. It's won or lost in either team's box. We peed about. We lost. They peed about for the pen, or they were hard done by. They took their chances, whether that's what money can buy, 100 million Grealish, 80 million Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, 50 million at the time. Crazy. So we can sit there, and I'm not saying anyone's just blaming Eddie Nketiah, but you remove Eddie, do we necessarily win the game? Probably not. And when you're rolling up there, again, big up Jorginho. I think Zinchenko tired out towards the end, switched off a bit, but another good game from Zinchenko. I think Xhaka is another one. To be honest with you, Villa away, if Partey's there, do you play Jorginho and Partey? Because I think you've been poor as well. Let's be real. Benjamin White, yeah, he could have played today. He lost his spot because he's been kind of poor. Martinelli couldn't have started as well. Players have to get back to it, get back to the drawing board. If you ever believed your hype, now's not the time to keep doing that. React. We lost to City. Of course, I care. My heart bleeds, but I don't care now. The game's gone. Man can't go back in time. I'm not here to waffle about City. Don't care about what the refs have or haven't done in games now. Get on with it. There's a lot of points to play for. You're still second. Sit here and cry or move on. And there has to be a reaction against Villa, against Leicester away. Of course, we're making our task harder than it needs to be. Again, and still without a win in 4 games or 5 games or whatever it is. Such a crack a one, man. We've been here before. And now you just have to get back on it. You got Villa away. You got Leicester away. So the Emirates is taking a breather. March the 1st, 7:45, you got Everton, revenge. Then you've got Brighton. And respectfully to Fulham, that's going to be difficult. Every game is going to be difficult. But you have a fair run of fixtures now to get on with it. Then you've got Palace. Hopefully Vieira nices us. But hey, just keep fighting. It definitely could be a lot better. It definitely could have been a lot better, but it could be a lot worse. All this coulda, woulda, shoulda nonsense is done now, innit? It's done, people. Simple as that. Have to get on with things. Either we cry or we find solutions. Literally all it is. You have the system, but the players are just dead. But who's assembling these squads? No one's exempt from praise or criticism fairly. Beefing himself, man. Look at what Pep's doing, you know. He's created Ten Hag and Arteta, and they're the ones challenging. It's crazy. No party, no league. But again, with Partey's injury record, with the fact that there's 38 games, is it wise to not have suitable backup? Because El Nene would have been a massive help today. Big up Jorginho, because the one man that come in for him, for Partey, is someone who had probably the best player on the pitch for Arsenal today, give or take, throughout the 90 minutes. And this is it. Man go from, this is the thing with emotional football fans, and all fans do it. Man go from saying, oh, Jesus, do we buy another striker, to this. This is why you need depth. You can see why you need depth all over the field, especially up front. The hardest thing to do in football is put the ball in the back of the net. The man said he's going to watch meltdowns and chill. Barcel, shout out to you. A good sport, man. Listen, forget all that. We're losing the next 2. I've not seen a league win in 19 years. I can wait a bit longer, but I still believe in this team in the title race. I hope they believe in themselves. I mean, I've said it before. They ain't got it in them. And that's not being me harsh. I just don't think we have that nastiness, that ruggedness. While there's been improvements and movements into that, bro, City's the benchmark. Like, when they sit there and call me negative and all that crap, bloody hell, man. 1 point of 9, and some of these kids are talking about this doesn't define our season. They have to make sure it doesn't. Why don't Ramsdale do long balls to Saka and Martinelli? I mean, he was, but City are going to gobble them up each and every time. Just get back to winning ways. I don't care. I don't want to hear about league titles and all these things. Get back to basics. You need to get 3 points now. Because did we fight? Yes. But did you make it difficult? If someone was coming to rob your house, you're not just going to open your door and let them in it. Even if you're the softest you in the world, you're not just going to let them take up your things. There's been times we let people take up our things. The only thing I'm jarred about is the self-capitulation. Eddie's just not got that dog in him like that. It's a squad player, man. Anyone just singly blaming Eddie and Ketty, you're chatting shit. I'm sorry. I'm not saying anyone is, but you're doing too much, man. You're speaking facts, DG. All I want to hear is a reaction. That's all man need, man. Where it comes, I don't know. That 8 goal scoring levels you up like never before. My man said, I'm not going to banter you too much because you're one of the few level-headed fans, but the delusional ones and the ones chatting ish today, they can hold that. The game's the game. Spammers, please allow me. Twitch gang, YouTube ones, clean up the mods, please. They hate that. Not even haters. People can talk nonsense and run bants, but the spamming, there's no need, man. Top 4 and chill, bro. We had a good run. Catch you tomorrow, man. What's this tactical rigidity? I can't say that. Could have avoided 2 goals by just clearing the ball. Street smartness. Obviously, you can't clear the ball the times you need to play, but at times, man, are not looking. Gabriel's playing blind passes. Tomiyasu played a blind pass. They have to hold that. They're probably our 2 best best defenders at the club when it's in the trenches. And I think both of them had good games. Yes, they have to hold their hands up, define margins. They didn't stand up to be counted. But let's not act like Gabriel never had a good game. Let's not act like, definitely a Brentford and Everton, that hasn't been one of us. Let's not act like Tomiyasu hasn't been good for us. You hold your L. You're only as good as your last game. You lot made mistakes, fix up. And there was a lot of mistakes that players went unpunished. Granit Xhaka, Zinchenko, right here. The goals have come out of nothing, but that's what City do. No winning 11 against them. Let's hope that it doesn't become 12, innit? Bro, my goal was to get into Europe again, and unless we react like a late stage Arsene Wenger team and end up in 5th position, mission accomplished. We have to reflex and move on. This hurts. Arteta makes changes just a little too late. Eddie had changed, and he should have put at least one in the back of the net. I hear that. It's easy for so many to comment on actions after the fact. Try being on the pitch and having a split second. We got to judge season on the final points tally, not minutes in single games. That is true, but this is why they're footballers. Therefore, I'm not going to banter DG too much. Too legendary streamer. You can banter, is what it is, but I appreciate that, man. And again, I've got no sympathy. As I've said before, I've got no sympathy. As much as I love what Arteta is doing and Edu, we've chosen to live or die by this because these men are smarter than us. In August, they sat there and said, if this happens, if that happens, we're cool with the squad. The same goes for the end of January, which a new recruit, Jorginho's played well. I don't care if Partey's not there, if Jesus ain't there, if this guy, that guy. Of course I do. It makes us a stronger team. But injuries are not unique to us. And we've gotten away with injuries, even when we've had injuries from the start of the season. That's why we rocked up at Old Trafford with Lokonga. We've got away with it. Now you've got no El Nene, you've got no Partey, you've lost to 6. I also feel you could see in the last game, not so much today, but a lack of physicality. Even though I think we equated ourselves for the large part good today. You've seen we need an 8 with a black top. Blue was saying we're just a bit more about them. Probably need a striker with a bit more profile so that we could be a bit more direct, a bit more of an aerial threat, just a different body, whether that's Balogun or somebody else. Shows probably why you need Smith Rowe fit 100%, and shows why you need a couple of attackers, and probably just showing why you need more depth collectively all about this squad. Eddie has done his job. He's overperformed and he needs some help. I go with that. Fundamentally, we win, lose, and draw in this thing together. Unless someone can leave that pitch from Arsenal and say they played 11, 25 out of 10, and there's not a single thing they could have done better, everybody needs to allow it. We needed this loss as a lesson. If we start from 0 and try to win game by game, we'll probably maintain our good form over the next 15, 16 games. Listen, Villa, innit? One game at a time, one training session at a time, one day at a time. Villa. Any, a byproduct of Arsenal in the league conversation has been game by game. Get back to that. Because now, if I'm real, I'm seeing too many players talk before the game, and it's not matching up. Trossard looked good, to be honest. But I think he had the hand to play in the game, in the goal as well. I'm crying. Mount misses the next game. We're finished. What happened to him? He got sent off. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Again, if Arsenal don't win the league title, I don't think it's happening in the foreseeable future. Man United are developing something well, and similar to us, I'm not saying they're going to win it, but on a process. Obviously, I don't know at this moment in time if what we're doing right now is the benchmark or an anomaly of the season. City are due to spend and do something and revamp. That Chelsea are going to get it right. Liverpool, whether they got the money or not, there's going to be a reaction. Newcastle are starting to develop. The league's only going to become more competitive. As much as you could say it's a farmers league where City end up winning it, even when it was City versus Liverpool, they won the war. But everyone's going to hit back. It's gone from being a top 4 to a top 6. Soon it's going to be a top 10. I said, personally, I don't think Xhaka should start against Villa. If he starts, I'll be the first guy to say yes. But Xhaka's my guy. I think he's performed very well this season. As I have said on numerous occasions, I just feel, I would have started him today. I just feel if you didn't put in a shift today, then you look at our squad going into it, Ben White, Martinelli, Granit, these are not that anyone's been playing well. These are the areas you're thinking, could someone else get a try? And I said pre-game, if I don't see certain things from Granit, not that he was terrible today, I would like to see a change there, not that there's anyone. So I believe Jorginho and Partey, if it, should play against Villa. Or even just effort, just put Zinchenko in midfield and bring on Tierney now. Tomiyasu, bit harsh, but Benjamin, cool, you're back now, innit? You've got a chance, because if Tomiyasu played well today, we'd be waffling, innit? Though, this about Arsenal. You saw City limiting the space. This is what Everton and Brentford did. We'll pass. It's very pretty. We'll have the occasional clear-cut chance, but we're not creating in mass volume. And that because we ain't got the clinical finishers. We ain't got enough variety at this moment in our game. We ain't got that number 8. There's a lot of positives this season. There's a lot of things that have been added. Of course, Partey was missed. But what was Partey missed at the end of the day? Because he's also made mistakes. And really, what could Partey do when Gabriel and Tomiyasu did what they did? Maybe could have been more switched on the counter. Maybe follow the runner. The man that's come in for Partey, you know, people criticize Jorginho, still on to him because we ain't won since he signed. Criticized his, you know, his substitution against Everton, overdoing it. The man that's coming for Partey's done really well. It's the man that plays with Xhaka that's been poor today. Jorginho was fantastic today. I'm not going to cap shot off the line and them things there. Keep it true. If you play good, you get praise. If you play shaky, you get criticism. Simple as that. Fine margins went against us. We shot ourselves in the foot. We didn't put balls in the back of the net and we did not defend well enough. So we have not taken anything from this game. Simple business. Pep showed adaptability. He said, you know what, forget this back 3 thing, back 4. And you saw what happened. So we have to hold that. We have to hug that. We have to accept that. Bro, man need to shut up, bro. When would you give that Kyrgios do the chance? I don't think he'll get to play against Villa away, but he's going to have to pattern. We need a bully up front and an 8 that is physical and determined. We're so lightweight today in midfield, not going to lie. Bit harsh on Martinelli. Bigger picture, pain of losing top 4 last year, top 4 this season, pain of missing the league this year, next season, who knows? I don't know about none of that. As I said, focus. Odegaard was poor today. Couple neat touches went missing. Odegaard's my guy, still my captain, but bare chattings weren't on nothing today. Couple cute little passes. I don't even know. Maybe indirectly you played a part in Eddie Nketiah's penalty thing. I don't know. I always have, whenever I watched, and this is why I watched the game again, because you see different things. But if I'm real, on first time around, I don't think anyone was dead today. Bare 5s and 6s and couple moments. But Meady, Odegaard game past him. It's these games you want the captain to lead by example. Weren't there. I said pre-game, I said I need Granit Xhaka, I need Odegaard, and I need Zinchenko. I saw one of the 3 today, the left back. And even he had a couple bookie moments. There you have it, in my opinion, really. Bro, people can't be blaming one man in this thing, man. No one can say they did a madness today. I'm grateful Jorginho. Bro, if Jorginho had a stinker, it would not be Eddie being scapegoated today. But this is what becomes, I'm not saying any of you, but this is what becomes jarring about Arsenal fans. It's always one player's fault. It's always all him. If this happened, that happened, and the third, where these things could be talking points. But why does it have to be black or white? When we win, man want to just shut up about things. When we win and we've been concerning, man want to just shut up and you're negative. When we lose, people just want to wallow in misery. It's football, innit? It's an emotional game. Still, I understand it, but it doesn't make it right, does it? People acting like Eddie's on his J. Like, it's not all on Eddie, man, but people can think what they think. And I guess that's the beautiful thing about life, man. We're all allowed an opinion. We play within the rules. All right, my guy. It is where it is, bro. We had one shot on target, innit? Inability to keep balls out the back of our net. Inability to put them in the back of their net, bar the penalty, which was Bandulu. I didn't see it, but it was Bandulu. I don't even think Arteta got the tactics wrong. If I'm gonna watch it again, but apart from probably bringing on Trossard, I think individuals have let themselves down today. Really, you know, Arteta. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't criticize his tactics, you know, but we're at where we're at with Eddie Nketiah. If you are hating on him starting, we're at where we're at. We did not sign a striker. No striker is coming in right now. There's no bringing back Balogun for now. There's no talking about Jesus fit right now. We're at where we're at. Martinelli, cool. I would have started Trossard. I would have started Tomiyasu. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. He didn't. Tomiyasu has a great performance. Everyone talks about why. A lot of people will swear blind they weren't talking about Ben White coming out of that team. It's cool. White, you go again against Villa. You started Jorginho, he did well. Xhaka, anonymous. Well, not even anonymous. Final third, terrible. Odegaard, not really there in the final third. Zinchenko, doing your thing, but defensively. Gabriel, think he had a good game. Me even mad. Saliba, I think he had a very good game against Haaland. We've conceded a goal. Ramsdale, again, Tomiyasu's fault. You look like you're going to receive the ball, but why are you there? You know, Kevin De Bruyne has made the run. He's looked, he's done it. Why are you there? Another game with him. I won't blame him for the Brentford goal, but there's a hand in it. Why is he there? Same with, the same with when we conceded against Man United after taking the lead. Why has he come out? I'm not blaming any player, but there's serious mistakes. This is what in comparison to what we used to do, we're moving along in the right direction. If you lot are talking about a league challenge and we're looking at City, they don't do this as frequent as us, even though they've been shaky defensively, not as clinical in the final third, and the evident differences. You sign up for stuff like this when you don't sign strikers or you don't address the midfield properly. You sign up for this. Big up Jorginho, because Edu said he's trying to help us continue momentum. He's done that. I'd love Osimhen, man, but transfer talk is dead right now. Like, listen, I'm more than happy to help my channel tick along and bring out them videos and news and that. It's hard out here for a content creator, but it's dead, bro. That don't help, man, right now. Don't help us. As I said, I think Xhaka's kind of gone off the boil. And as I said, I think I needed a performance from him today. I didn't see that. So if Arteta is considering, not that I'll go with it, Fabio Vieira, I'll definitely go Zinchenko in the middle. Or maybe if Partey's fit, Jorginho. But it's concerning. You've got Noel Nene. Xhaka's gone off the boil a bit. And a couple of players have gone off the boil. So Arteta's got to go back to the drawing board, because to a degree, now, like with City, man, know how good City are and what they do in the game and all these things. You're becoming, I think it was more evident against Everton and Brentford, if I'm honest, and not so much today. But people know what you're going to do. We found it hard to play out from the back. Really, they've pressed us into 2 mistakes. We're meant to be a team that can play out from the back, no? So why is there blind passes? Sometimes just put your foot through it. I know. Well, anyways, getting into the play.